that's always, there to.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Charge the Game podcast. I'll be your host here, Chuck, and we are about to debunk this whole LeBron James situation. This is getting out of control, and who better to help me break this down than the one and only Jason Whitlock? I want you guys to pay attention to everything that Jason Whitlock is about to say as we come in to back up his evidence with our research. Make sure you guys are liking these videos and subscribing to the YouTube channel. Let's get into the video. So I'm sure that, by now everybody has seen the Bronny James opening presser, I guess day one interview or whatever. And it was just very painful for me to watch, and my heart goes out to, all Laker Nation as, already, guys. I'm just going to be honest with y'all, man. Bronny James rubbing me the wrong way. But let's just get into this video and you guys give me your take on it.
Who got a guaranteed contract from the Los Angeles Lakers for 2 years, which is a bit unusual. It's not unprecedented, but second-round picks, particularly late-round second-round picks, don't normally get guaranteed contracts.
Man, that's just off the rip, guys. And when I first seen that, man, LeBron James has so much of this in black and white, written down on paper, in writing, for this to even happen, man. It was a handshake deal done under the table. And that's why I made the video of the theatrics, man. Like, they up there acting like the NFL when they, when they're actually drafting somebody that, they were waiting on, and executed the plan properly. And you see Rob Pelinka, JJ Redick, like, oh my gosh, like, yes. If it's already bad enough they're in Hollywood, but this shit just keeps getting worse. Let's keep listening.
Contracts they get, but Bronny got it. He's a kid of privilege. Steve, let's listen to Bronny stretch the truth, I think, a little bit about he never thought about playing with his dad. And he had some interesting things to say, and so did Rob Pelinka. Let's start with Bronny James on thinking that he wouldn't play with his dad.
And before he even gets into that, guys, a lot of people have a lot to say about his teammates, or the one teammate that was literally averaging 15 points who did not get drafted. And also the guy, I think his name was like, I think he was on North Carolina or something like that. The heavyset guy kind of reminds you of Zebo. He was not drafted. And, it's just written on the wall that this was just set up for Bronny James to get to where he is due to pure nepotism. And to some people, they're going to say, hey, there's nothing wrong with that. But to people who respect the game, who really do respect the game like myself, it's a big deal personally to myself. But anyway, let's keep watching.
Bronny, you played 1 year at USC and then joined the team, after the season already began. What about the timing to go into this year's draft compelled you to make that decision? And then how much of a consideration was, well, my father's still an active player? For me, I always try to put that narrative of me trying to get my name out for myself.
Boy trying to wear the glasses and act like he got to change his identity. Like, bro, it's all good, man. I know that your dad coached you up on everything, man. And LeBron James was obviously in attendance for his introductory presser. And I know that the other guy was there who got drafted day one. But the truth of the matter is, pretty much the world still doesn't know who he really is, because Bronny James is just getting this much coverage.
But just coming in and trying to get better, Rob has told me that there's a great development system here. So I just want to come in and get my work in and get better
What?
every day.
Development?
But I never really had a thought of, me going to play with my dad, but that's always, there to, take part of, but that wasn't a...
Now, guys, I don't want y'all to think that I'm laughing at, LeBron James for doing what a father is supposed to do before y'all even come in the comment section. What I'm laughing at is how staged it is. How, lame and cliche it is, because LeBron James, I guarantee you all of this will be in his documentary. And it's just staged. It is what it is. It's all staged. And you saw him like, oh, but, the thought of playing with my dad as he got back on track is because it's what was rehearsed. And I'm sorry, guys. I know that a lot of people are going to disagree. But for me personally, man, I just feel like it's all Hollywood scripted. And the Los Angeles Lakers are the perfect story to capture this.
But that's always, there to, take part of. But that wasn't smart to do.
So, Steve, let's just start there. Here's a guy that wasn't the best player on his high school team. Certainly wasn't the best player on his college team. But he's going to be one of the 15 players on the Los Angeles Lakers.
Wow.
And he never thought about playing with his dad. Do you buy that?
Just think about what he just said, man, and let that sink in. Not the best player in high school, not the best player in college, but here he is in one of the most prestigious organizations as a top 15 player.
And look, I'm not the NBA guy anymore. Or when do they start having press conferences for the 55th pick in the draft? Now, I get it. His dad's kind of important. But the lying tree, I mean, the apple doesn't fall far from the other lying apple. It is what it is. But Jason,
you see Bronny James taking on an identity, man, that isn't even his. And that's what really, really sucks for this kid, because I tell you what, it's not going to stop me from taking it easy on Bronny James. And it's because of his dad, man. His dad is pulling the puppet strings. And, it's just unfortunate, man, because, Bronny James, he thinks he's being protected by his dad. And I understand that as a kid, you see LeBron James, the best quote unquote NBA player ever or in the world. And you feel like if I'm behind this guy, I'm invincible. But when you step into the adult world, when it's time for you to leave that porch, man, you have to learn how to fend for yourself. And nobody's going to care that this is your dad. You know what I'm saying? So I'm losing quite a little bit respect of Bronny James because of his innocence. He's an innocent kid is what is halfway keeping me from not trying to scold him completely. But I'll tell you this, he's already rubbing a lot of people the wrong way because it's so scripted. LeBron James might as well should have just grabbed the mic and answered everything himself. You don't think that a father is going to train his son up? Okay, son, this is what you say. Rich Paul, this is what you say. I made the video about Rich Paul saying even if he was John Smith, he would have still been able to make it to the NBA with these stats. Are you kidding me? Anyway, I feel for Laker Nation, man, because the moment that this does not work, they're going to be the laughing stock. The New York Knicks are going to laugh. The Boston Celtics are going to laugh. The Dallas Mavs got stronger. The Warriors got stronger. And I will be making a video of Jason Whitlock's take on, people wanting to team up with LeBron James and dismissing him or choosing other options. And I just think that nobody wants to be a part of this drama TV show. This is like a NBA sitcom right before our eyes. And this Hollywood shit, nobody really wants to take a part of, especially when players around the league see exactly what we see. And it's the LeBron James show. And a lot of people really aren't up for that. You got Bronny James coming up in here about to take real veteran time, real veteran minutes, real veteran shine, when he just haven't or has not deserved to be in that spotlight, neither on this stage, if you ask me. But Steve Kim is very much right, man. Bronny James is not far from his dad. Obviously, you can see that Bronny James is going to be a bit of a diva himself, man. I hate to say it, man, because I didn't see this for this kid. And, at the end of the day, he's technically a grown man now. So he has to bear all responsibility and all criticism that is going to come his way. I just would hate for this kid confidence to be shattered, because Laker Nation is not going to take it easy on him or his dad. And they will certainly let him know, even at away games in the playoffs, they're going to get in his head. The crowd is going to chant certain things, especially when you go back home to Cleveland, possibly at times. Who knows, man? It's going to be wild.
instead of ripping LeBron and his son, because they're saying what they're going to say and what they're supposed to say, this is where the media has to step in and actually be the voice of truth. This is where we miss a legend like Doug Krikorian, who would have absolutely scoffed at this whole notion and written a scathing column that we all would have laughed at, but he would have told the truth.
And that's just something that the media does not do anymore, man. They don't like to keep it real. They don't like to, just everybody's afraid that they're going to miss out on being in the face of LeBron James. So obviously they have to turn a blind eye and act like they don't know what's going on or they don't see. But if I'm LeBron James as a man, and I know this, that would still make me feel less than.
I want to defend the Lakers because I think their first round pick was also at this press conference. but I think most of the questions were directed at the 55th pick in the draft. Juice World or Juice, some rapper. Let's listen to the explanation.
Juice has just been a big part of, me keeping calm in some situations that I've been through. Just paying homage to him, especially because he passed, is a really important thing for me.
They got that poor first round pick up there. They got this first round pick up here who obviously was probably called up just to make an appearance so that the media doesn't think that, what we see, Bronny James getting more pieces of the pie. But I don't know about this whole thing with Juice WRLD, man. It's a new world we live in. So these kids, man, they have different idols who represent different things. Obviously, we know that Juice WRLD overdosed from swallowing narcotics to prevent him from being arrested when his plane got raided. And obviously, he lost his life. It's an unfortunate thing. I mean, but you would think that the historian LeBron James is and the people that, Bronny James has been around, that it would be, I guess, somebody, more revolutionary, I guess. Your dad is LeBron James. So this Juice WRLD thing is taken out of context for a lot of Laker Nation fans. Trust me, I'm only making this video because Laker fans are requesting this. But I just feel like the whole thing it's a freak show, man. It's a shit show. And on top of this, LeBron James rolled the dice thinking that he was going to get the head coach he got, check. Get Bronny James drafted, check. Threatened to literally in 24 to 48 hours, threatened to take a pay cut to lure, free agent stars to the Lakers. That didn't work. So he signs for the 2-year, I think $100 and something million, right? Check. So he got everything going in his way, man. And that's the one thing that he wasn't calculated with, because it looks like they're going to return some of the same old with the roster. And I just don't see the Lakers being a competitor with the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Warriors are becoming stronger. You still got Denver Nuggets, man. The West is so deep, man. Oh my God, I'm gonna just end this video, guys, because I could talk about this for a while, but I really do feel for Laker Nation, and I really do hope that Bronny James catches fire instantly and is a player that can contribute day one to the end of the season, because that is the only way that Laker Nation is going to make any sense of what's going on now. But obviously, man, I'm not really rocking with this whole situation. So you guys tell me what y'all think about, the Bronny James introductory, Jason Whitlock's take, and, everything revolving around this whole cringe Hollywood scripted operation that Clutch has put in place before us. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. See you guys next time. Peace. Yeah.